Hello people, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks. Guys, hope you're well. This little talk is about the survivors of narcissism, this narcissistic abuse. Should you be a survivor, or should you be in a toxic relationship with a narcissist? This video will resonate with you like no other. Before we get there, I want to ask you just to do all the YouTube admin, the old liking, the sharing, the subscribing, the comments. Please tell all your friends and family. When you hit the bell, pick all YouTube admin. I ask you all the time. Let's listen to this little saying that I saw the other day, and it resonated with me. And I'm saying this to you, particularly if you are in a toxic relationship, or if you have survived a toxic relationship. This is how it goes. Snakes don't hiss anymore. They call you love, babe, or my friend. Consider, when you speak to someone who you originally felt really comfortable with, and it's a relationship where you are in opposite genders, male, female. In the beginning of any toxic relationship, there will always be the one who's the prey. There's always the one who is the hunter. Always. It has to be like that. Should you be the prey, it's very quick that they will start to call you things like my friend, I love you, babe. These kind of niceties, these terms of endearment that people in relationships that is particularly romantic in its nature will do from time to time. Then the narcissist eventually starts to shed the skin, so to speak, just like the snake does, and starts to reveal their true colors, their true nature, their true character. But they will never tell you the agenda. That is, for a better word, the spine. They will never tell you that. Then, as a survivor, you come to realize, or anybody who has survived it, you come to realize that every time you speak to these people, you feel as if you're walking on eggshells. Now, I've made a video on that. Everything you say is wrong. It doesn't matter if you say this or you say that. They will always triangulate you. In NLP, they call it a double or a triple bind, which means, if I can quickly explain, a double bind is you can have this or that. You can't have a third. You can only have this or this. For argument's sake, you go to the car salesperson and they say you can only have a black or a white car. But I don't want a black or a white car, I want a blue car. That's not an option, black or white. If you're in a triple bind, you can have a choice of 3. Black, white and red. But I want silver. Can't have silver, black, white or red. Triple bind. What also happens, you get triangulated, meaning as the Narc, they will say to person A something about you, and they will say to person B something about them. So you, person B, the other person, and then and it doesn't matter which way you go. They control what person A thinks about you and what you think about person B, and they will do their damnedest to avoid person A and B to talk to each other, because otherwise they get exposed. And this is how narcissists works. Now, they start off nice. Now, my understanding and my experience of being nice is simply this. They have to lure you in like a false sense of security. So they bind you by being nice. They hook you by being friendly, pleasant, all these things. And as most romantic relationships go, the first so so many weeks or months, you kind of completely blind because you can't see for emotion's sake. And anybody who knows how a narcissist works knows that they only need one opportunity to hook you, and then you basically game over. So they will be nice, call you nice names, and then one layer of their skin disappears, and that hissing starts to come to the forefront as the babe and I love you and amazing and all these fancy words that are so synonymous with most romantic relationships, they start to fade and the true colors start to come in. Narcissists don't particularly care about how you feel, but how they go about their stuff is just like that snake that sheds its skin and reveals its true colors. It was an interesting one because how the change in attitude and how the change in language and how the change in behavior kind of moves along the way as they themselves manipulate and bully and control everything about the survivor or the one who's the prey in the relationship. And just like a snake that kind of stalks its prey silently, that's the Narc. That's how they work. Quite evil, if you ask me my opinion. But that's the way that it goes. So when you are in a relationship and you get overwhelmed with all these niceties, I believe it's called love bombing in modern speak. When you're in that kind of a relationship, my advice is to open your eyes and don't get fooled by that persuasive way of how you might be lured in to this toxic relationship. Because believe me, once that snake bites you, that poison will take weeks and years to take effect in your life. Not like your standard snake that you get in the wild that once it bites you within a matter of minutes or hours, you're dead. No, the Narc's poison is slow. You don't know about it till 10 years down the line. Then it's too late. Because then your whole insides has been corrupted by this poison and it's compromised. And you are no longer who you're supposed to be. So be aware. They don't come as the snake at its forefront. They come as sheep. But they are only wolves in sheep's clothing, as another book suggests. So all I want to say at this particular point in time, be careful for this love bombing attitude. Because sooner or later you'll find out that that was just a facade to pull you in, to get you, so that that snake can bite you for you to die, not today, not tomorrow, but in 20 years' time. Deep down in here on your insides, up here, and your whole internal structure that makes you you will be completely gone, because that's how the narcissist poison works. That's all I want to say for you or with you today. If it has resonated with you, please let me know, and then we'll correspond. If you need any support and help with this kind of stuff, myself and Lara, we both have experience of many years as far as this is concerned. We will talk you through stuff should you wish to engage in activity with us. Please do all the YouTube admin like I've asked before. But for now, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks. I'll speak to you soon.